The Ogun State government has dismissed allegations of diversion of local government funds levied against it by the suspended chairman of Ijebu East local government, Wale Adedayo. The government, at a news conference jointly addressed by the Secretary to the State Government, Mr. Tokunbo Talabi, and the Chief Economic Advisor, Mr. Dapo Ogunbadejo, in Abeokuta, presented records of disbursement of LGU funds from 2019 to 2023, showing that the Dapo Abiodun-led administration has been augmenting the federal allocations to the 20 local governments of the state. Ogunbadejo, while showing figures of disbursement of funds from federal allocation, described the allegation as untrue, saying the government always release funds for the local governments in order to meet up with the shortfalls in the allocation monthly in order to cater for the frontline charges, which includes payment of local government staff, health workers, pensioners, and traditional rulers.
The deficit may not be up to this month. It varies because whatever comes from Abuja is variable, meaning that it's not a fixed amount. But these first line charges, in most cases, they are fixed cost. They are salaries of people. They are, pensioners' salaries that you need to pay to them. So they are fixed. So in this particular instance, you see a negative of 1.8 billion there. In some other month, it will be lower than that. In some other months, it may be slightly over. But what is then done is that the Excellency gave a directive that because these first-line charges are monthly salaries of staff and pensioners, we must make sure that we make it up. So the state government brings out from his own account the shortfall to make up the salaries and pensions as first-line charges in this particular month. The situation is not always like this, but in most months, it's always negative. And as you carry all of this forward, the state government, of course, covers this shortfall. And they carry it forward like that as being owed to state government because we've now taken money from our purse and pay the local government for payment of salaries and pensions.
It revealed that the political office holders are not signatory to the accounts of the local government, saying that the funds are managed through the Joint Account Allocation Committee and its Ministry of Chieftaincy and Ministry of Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, in line with the constitutional provisions.
And these are done on a local government by local government basis. And when the JAC meeting is held, they centrally now approve all these figures. Of course, they vet and verify the amount that comes from Abuja for local government, and then they also individually validate all the distributions as first-line charges. And on that basis, the Ministry of Local Government will then do a transfer from the JAC account that is managed by the Ministry of Local Government, not the state government. They do transfers of the amounts that are payable to each local government. It's done every month.
The SHG, Mr. Tokunbo Talabi, in his submission, denied any diversion of statutory allocations and zero allocation, insisting that the present administration has been transparent, accountable, just, and equitable in spreading development projects to all parts of the state, with input from local government chairmen in the last few years. The SHG said the government had provided over 1.8 billion naira for development projects in all the local governments since assumption of office.
Because of the fact that we're in an environment where people want to see what you have done, His Excellency, in his magnanimity, from time to time, even though there is a big deficit, from time to time, puts money available to each of these local governments so that they can do some community-based projects that are closer to them. And mind you, any time that His Excellency wants to do a project, At the beginning of this administration, the Excellency called all the local government staffs, the elders, like an inclusive arrangement, mentioned 3 roads that is more important to you in the order of priority in every local government. And that is why this administration can boast today that we have done projects in all local governments. And these were not done without the consent and the input of local government operatives. You have done with your hands. And up to date, the state government has provided over 1.8 billion naira for all these local governments to do independent projects in addition to whatever the state government has done.